Imagine driving down the road and finding a puppy. That's what happened to Steven when he was on vacation. The puppy was all alone. He looked thirsty. So Steven gave him some water. And even though he wasn't feeling well, the puppy's tail started to wag. Steven wanted to take the puppy to a vet, but he wasn't sure if his family might come back for him. He decided to wait one night just in case. But the next morning, the puppy was still there. When he saw Steven, he wagged his tail again. That's when Steven knew he had to help. The first thing he did was take the pup to the vet. The next thing he did was name him Benji. It wasn't long before Benji started feeling better. The only problem was Steven's vacation was almost over. He had to go back to his home in Scotland. Would he have to leave the puppy behind? Even though he felt uncertain, he realized he'd already made up his mind. Steven didn't want to let Benji go. He wanted to adopt Benji and take him home. But it wasn't going to be that easy. There are a lot of rules you have to follow if you want to take a dog home from vacation. Benji had to stay at an animal shelter while they got it sorted out. But something amazing happened there. Benji went from scruffy to fluffy.
Benji.
It was amazing. Watching him grow, I was so excited.
After 5 whole months, Steven was finally allowed to bring Benji home. Picking Benji up was the happiest day of Steven's life. Benji was excited to see Steven again too, but also a little nervous. He'd never been on a plane before. But he was very popular at the airport. Benji flew all the way from Bali to Scotland. It was a long trip. But after months of waiting and hours of flying, Benji was finally home, and he never wanted to leave. He had his very own dog bed. Steven taught Benji all the things a dog needs to know.
Yeah, good boy.
Benji even got to see snow for the very first time. He'd come a long way from that road. Benji's life might have been a lot different if Steven hadn't rescued him. And Steven's life would have been a lot different too.
Ah, look at it. Good boy. Good boy.
Because life's just better together.
Dodo Kids.
Help the kittens find the subscribe button.